In this one, we're gonna go over how to sort of break down a whole tuna loin because I've got Ellen. She's the one that founded these aprons that I wear in every video, and they're coming out with a new knife. So she brought over this giant loin of tuna. Believe it or not, she brought it with her in the airport.
Yes, I did.
And I'm pretty stoked about this tuna. It looks really good. And then she brought over the new knife that is coming out very soon. It's probably out right now as this video is up. You can check this out in the link down below, and we're gonna show you all the cool stuff that this knife can do today. So what we did was we just separated it into parts. First, we take off that skin because we're not gonna eat the skin, but you could maybe fry it up for a tasty snack. I've never done that with tuna. I've done that with salmon. Obviously, with this super sharp guy, the skin came off like butter. And then we separate into parts. Like the tail end, I can cut that off and utilize it for, maybe poke or a tartare type of thing. Mash it up really good. And then we separate the middle and then the back end, the loin section, that fatter side. Basically just kind of follow along what I did, and you can separate it into little blocks like such. And then we can slice a little section off like this for sashimi if we wanted to. Something like that, and then you can dip it in your soy sauce and call it a day.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Literally melted in my mouth.
Now, what we're gonna do here today is we're gonna sear off this piece of the loin. This little like triangular piece. This was kind of like the top portion of the loin. So we've got the bottom and the top.
Matt, what's this bin called?
This is called a third pan because it's a hotel pan separated into thirds. Math, you get it? It's math. This is the pan I'm gonna be using of choice today, carbon steel. But while this is getting hot, we should talk about the aprons real quick. Ellen, how did you get started with the aprons?
I was a line cook. I hated our uniforms and I was like, what the hell? Why do these suck so bad? So I started making aprons, and that was 10 years ago. And now we outfit thousands and thousands of restaurants and chefs and home cooks everywhere because they're rad, but they work and they're comfortable and they have pockets for days. Right, Matt?
Pockets for days. I even have a little loop for my towel. Look, it's great. Tuna's ready, so all I'm gonna do is make the crust for it. It's just gonna be sumac with sesame, some dark chili, and kosher salt. But first, did you know that you could paste a piece of garlic clove with a knife? You can do it. Okay, for the tuna, what did we do, Ellen?
For the tuna, we seared it on all sides with
What
some
do we do
butter.
first, though? We seasoned it with our stuff. So after seasoning it, then we
seasoned
sear it.
first.
Season first. Ellen's seasoning my meat. Then we sear it off and flip it like really quickly if you want it to be sort of like
Glorious like
this
that.
right here. I don't like my tuna cooked well done. I like it to be very nice and
Rare.
So flip,
like
flip, flip, add in the butter, add in the garlic, give it a little basty baste, and then we set it on the tray to rest. Once the tuna was cooked off, we made a garnish, a little puffed rice snack right here. This is forbidden rice, and forbidden rice can just be fried off straight as is from raw. It's just this black rice. You had to find forbidden rice though. It won't work with any black rice. So puff that off at around 400 degrees Fahrenheit in some rice oil. And then we toss it with Togarashi maple sugar salt. And it's just a tasty little snack on its own. Okay, Michael, on to our garnish. It is plum season, or it was. It kind of still is. We did pluots, so we did plums. We cut them open with our beautiful knife. And then I just did little gem sizes, which is just a fancy word for like not giving a cuts. Is that what we should call it?
Random cuts.
Random cuts? Random cuts. Gem sizes. Then I cooked off some golden beets. A good way to peel your beets is with a towel, like such. If you don't have that, you can use a paper towel. It's nice to do them when they're still kind of warm. Don't be crazy like me and do it when they're steaming hot, because then you could burn yourself. Burning yourself is not good. Then we cut those into gem sizes as well. Also, you can see I really like the heel of this knife. It just rolls right through it. Make a little marinade in a bowl with some honey,
Squeeze, Matt, squeeze.
apple cider vinegar, extra virgin olive oil, salt, sumac, mustard seed, pickled onions. We mix it all up, put it together, and then we got this delicious, colorful concoction right here. She says it looks very fall.
It does.
It looks very fall?
Very fall.
Comment down below if you think this looks very fall. And then just to show off how sharp this is, we did some sliced serranos, and then we supremed a, what is this, Michael?
A blood
orange. See, I beat you to it, I didn't forget. A blood orange. Following the globe, get all that pith off. I do that. I kind of use the front of the knife and just roll it off. Save the juice. Like I said, this is the real test. Like to go through tuna that is lightly seared and still raw and it be clean, it has to be a very sharp knife. So I just gently warmed up the tuna in the oven to get it back to temp. I sliced it up into good sized pieces, put it on the plate, and then surrounded it with our beets, then our citrus supremes, serrano, sliced serrano, crispy rice all over that. Of course, some flaky salt. And there we go, tuna.
Ladies and man's version. Bon appetit, senor.